guys, welcome back to the channel, CGR. So back on the Caprice, I am finally gonna replace these old headlights. So if you've seen in the previous videos, I did replace a lot of the LEDs on this car already and fixed the hyper flash. So if you haven't seen that, you know, be up in the corner. And if not, check out the channel. I got a lot of videos on this car now. And I am going to be replacing them with these right here. So what we're going to need is, for sure, we're going to need a Phillips, because there's one right here for this corner. And then I believe these are 10 right here. There's one here, and I think behind this corner light there's another one. Can't remember. Pretty sure there is though. But I'm going to show you guys how to... This is actually the bulb that it comes with, and I'm assuming this is the corner one, because on the corner one you got this little bulb. I can never find the size for it because it's much smaller than the regular plate bulbs. So now it comes with this. So we're gonna have to wire this and into this one, which is good because now I can finally replace that bulb. And I ordered, link for these bulbs will be under in the description. And these are the ones I bought. The reason I bought these is because they don't need resistors. They have resistors built in. And be careful with which one you buy, because there is some that it was diagonal. These are a little bit in the corner. So I know these fit in that socket already. But link to this exact bulb that I buy will be below. You don't have to buy this one, but you know, these are like $17. But like I said, they got resistors. You buy $10 bulbs without resistors, and then resistors are $7. You're at the same price, and you're saving yourself the hassle to try to wire them up and do everything else. So just go with that.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
So first things first, I'm gonna get a Phillips, which is the screw right here. Make sure you save that screw. I don't know if you need it on the new headlight. And then I'm gonna take off this 10 mil right here, this 10 mil right here. And like I said, behind this one, I believe there's one or two right there. And literally this thing come all off. So fortunately, I don't have a tripod. Let me do that, and we'll move on. So I did take off that Phillips screw. If you're wondering how this comes off, this pushes forward. So it slides forward because, as you can see, it's held on by this. And it goes right here, so you have to push it forward. So yeah, I was right. Here is the other 10 mil right there. And then you got one more right here. So a total of 4. After I take these two here, the other two off, the whole headlight will come off. And so let's move. All right, so I got all the bulbs transferred. I put them on the new one. If you remember, I showed you the socket for the corner on the bulb that comes in here. The blue wire goes to the gray one, gray and black of the vehicle, and the blue one, actually the ground from the socket that comes with the headlights, goes to the blue of the vehicle. And obviously on your headlights you see that you have this. That's basically to power up these little LED strips right here. So if you see my previous video on the turn signal, how I changed it from the regular 2057 bulb to a 3157 up here, be in the corner, check that out. So just ignore that part. That's only if you're doing what I did to the car. So ignore that part unless you see that video and you've done it before. So as you can see, I got my turn signal, our high-low beam, the corner, well, the little lights that come, and the new bulb, which is a corner and a turn signal as well. Now let me show you what I mean. So I'm gonna turn on the parking lights. And this is how it's gonna look with just the parking lights. So you got your light on right here, your parking light. Like I said, this is not gonna turn on. It used to before I rewire it. I tried to do it again, but I couldn't figure it out. So don't bother doing that unless you see my old videos. And then if you see my old videos, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. And if you want to learn more on that, check out the channel and check out what I did for that video to get it work. And in order to get this strip to work, back here, like I said, you have a black and you've got power and ground. So the power, I hooked it up to the bulb socket of this one, which is gonna be this blue wire that comes with this headlight. You'll have a blue wire. That's the positive, which is red, which I just tapped into it right there. The ground goes into the blue one, which, as you can see, I tapped, give me 1 second, right here. So they're just wired into this corner socket one. Now, I'm gonna turn on the turn signals for you. Turn signals and headlight. So as you can see, that's the old one. That's how it looks. And here's the new one. You got your turn signal. You got another turn signal over there. And this is blinking with it as well because it's wired to that. Don't bother trying to wire it to this because I couldn't find it. So it's just easier to grab it off that corner. And then if I cut off the turn signal, that's what you get. So that's how it looks. Alright. So it's not that hard to do. Let me turn the car off. Well, and there you go. So that's that. So all I got left to do is put it back in. I'm gonna do the same to this side once I got them in. Once I got this side in as well, I'll show you guys how it looks. Alright guys, so I just figured this out. Like I said, these lights come with no instructions. So I already put the other side, but now that I figured out what's wrong, I'm gonna go back and take that one off and fix it, because I had no clue what was going on. So the problem is, you know, my question was, how was I going to get those screws if this is a one piece now? There's going to be no way to get in there. So remember, on the old headlights I had a screw, the Phillips screw that was up here. Or on the new ones, it's right here too, but it's this bracket. So I took it off of that light, and now it makes sense. So now that bracket, you screw it on there, you screw the one on top, and it's gonna be back to the same, kind of like the old one. So that when you wiggle that headlight on, it's gonna be secured from this corner, and that'll be all set up. So you got that one screw, so you can see that goes in like that. And you put the one screw there, and then you put the one screw down here. Alright, so make sure you pass the light through already, the bulb. So you can see I got it going through, and I have it right there. So actually I'm gonna do this side the right way, because like I said, no instructions. I had no idea, and I was just gonna try to figure it out. So now that I know what I did well, what I did wrong, I'm gonna go back and do it on that one. So let me do this side first, and I'll go back to that. That's how it looks once it's in place. We got the one screw back on there, and then the one screw back on here. So all I gotta do is transfer the bulbs over, do the same that I did to the other side onto here, and then I could put it back on, and then the only thing missing will be that one screw that we had right here, the Phillips screw. So let me get on to that step. As you guys can see, it's something that you could do yourself. It's not that hard. It just took me longer because, like I said, there was no instructions in it. So the first one that I put on wrong, and then I ended up finding my mistake on the other one, but then I corrected it. So honestly, if you're gonna do this upgrade, it's just worth buying the LED bulbs, LED headlights, everything ahead of time, and the hyper flash fix. If you haven't seen it, check out the channel. I have a video of how to fix that. Honestly, it's just worth doing all that first, then getting to the headlights, because then you're gonna have no problems at all. As you see, I got LEDs up in the front, nothing but LEDs on it. I got LEDs all over the tail light. I have not one problem with hyper flash. It gives me no errors at all. Works perfect. I think these headlights were about I think they were like $140. Very worth it. As you can see, it looks way better than it did. So little things like this will make your car look a lot nicer. So, you know, I already got some 26s for the summer, so that's coming up. Not planning on lifting it or anything. I got a guy at the rim shop that's gonna take care of all that, so that it is flush as it can possibly be. I went with some 26-inch IROCs. So, you know, like I said, there's a lot more videos coming out for this car. It's I have it in the garage now. It's starting to get winter out here, so it's not gonna be going out much. Maybe just to go pump gas in it, and that's about it. So, like I said, I still gotta replace this ugly steering wheel to a nice little billet NE and a billet shifter on here as well. So, but little things like that is making it come much and look and appear much better. So, hopefully this helps you out. I haven't seen any videos of anybody doing this online, and if it helped you out, you know, share it, subscribe to the channel, check out the channel. I got a lot of videos on this car already, so if you want yours to look like how mine did at the front with all those LED bulbs, link in the bottom. If you're looking for the other bulb that I did in the turn signal in the previous video, then you want to check out the channel and check out that video on how I did that first. Do that, and then when you get the new headlights, do everything I did, how I did right now, and it's gonna look out exactly the same. So hopefully this helped you guys out, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.